Hello, everyone. Welcome to our migraine strategy session. I am Debbie Waidl, migraine health coach specialist. I am here with our special guest today, Jessica, who is a graduate of the Freedom from Migraine method. She is one of our alumni, and Jessica is here today to share her story and her journey to find migraine freedom. So welcome, Jessica. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Amazing. So let's start off with getting to know you a little bit. So tell us a little bit about who you are.
Okay. So my name is Jessica Hutzel. I am a independent beauty consultant with Mary Kay. That's what I do full time. And then I have my husband and we have both a cat and a dog. That's 18 nieces, nephews, and godkids, if that
That's
counts.
enough to keep you busy.
It does. It keeps me very busy.
I know what it's like to have your own business, and I know how busy that can be. So,
Yes,
thank you for taking a little bit of time out of your busy day to chat with these amazing women who are struggling with migraines like you once were.
absolutely.
All right, so let's jump in. You get to talk about the big elephant in the room today.
Very true.
This is probably the biggest worry of most women that are looking to end their migraines when they come to someone like me. Many women, including myself, spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars trying to end their migraines. We could go through the whole list of what we've spent money on
Absolutely.
and create this, like, larger than Santa Claus's list for Christmas, um, of the things that people have tried and the things that have disappointed them, right? The things that haven't worked.
Yes,
And when things don't work, it brings in that word that begins with an S that we all hear all the time, how skeptical we are, right?
absolutely.
Skeptical to spend the money, hesitant to try it, don't believe you anymore. Um, is this how you felt when you first met us?
Absolutely. I did. I think the biggest thing was w- like I believed that it was possible, but skeptical on to how quickly it could be accomplished.
Okay. So when we mentioned that we help women, 4 to 8 months to reduce the severity, duration, and frequency of their migraines, and that is the typical time frame. That's kind of what stuck in your head was how seriously could you possibly be doing
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. And I totally get it, right? Especially when you're someone who's had migraines for a long time. I,
Hmm.
believe it or not, didn't have them a long time in comparison to most of the women we work with. I had 10 years daily migraines. Many women that we help and support are 30, 40, 50 years. So it's understandable that you'd think, well, my doctor's been trying to do this forever. How come you can't? How come
Yeah,
you think you can do it, right?
exactly.
They've got a diploma on the wall. They're wearing a white coat and they're not helping me. So, knowing that, what made you decide, even though this was going to be a big financial burden for you, what made you decide to go for it anyway?
I think it was the conversations and then just hearing the plausibilities of how how you could take what we do in the program
Mhm.
and adjust it to each individual person's life
Okay.
so that it matches their lifestyle but still sticks with the whole program and the protocol. And I
Absolutely.
think that's what really triggered me to be like, all right, now I need to get Ryan on board, my husband.
Yeah. So you knew this was going to work, and then you've got to go chat.
Yeah.
And then you got to go chat with the other person
Yeah.
that the finances are going to implicate, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
And he's more skeptical than I am.
I was just going to say, so do you mind sharing? I know I didn't ask before if that would be
No,
okay, but
it's all
what
good.
did he say?
He was, he's like, all right, what gimmick is this? That was the first thing.
Hmm.
And then he's like, okay, so that sounds great. How much? And then when he heard the amount, he was like, no. And then I'm like, and then we went through like working with you and our paperwork for showing how much we've spent, how much more we're going to spend versus the upfront cost. That was really what solidified it for both of us, I think. And then just finding the way to make it happen.
Yeah, I think that is the key thing that we all forget, right? Is that we do pay a price just to have migraines.
We do. It's a large price.
Yeah.
And people like I didn't realize like even just buying Tylenol or ibuprofen or Excedrin that I was using daily,
Hmm.
that adds up after a while.
Absolutely. The chiropractic visit here or there, the massage therapy, the alternative treatment that you try. But even if we don't think about those things,
Right.
price that you're paying for losing time,
Oh,
canceling
that's yeah,
plans, not being able to, or going on a vacation, spending thousands on a vacation and then spending it in your hotel room,
right.
and then if you want to even take it a step further, which I know you probably saw this in the paperwork you did, but thinking about if you don't fix the problem today, what are the medical bills going to be 10 years from now?
Exactly.
Because let's face it, migraines are a sign that we have chronic inflammation. And
Yes.
chronic inflammation we know is at the root of all illness. So if we don't take care of that today, we're in for things that are worse than migraines, which I know many of you right now are like screaming at the top of your lungs at me, like, what the hell is worse than migraines? Are you kidding me? Whenever I say it, there's always somebody who's rolling their eyes in the background, like, there is nothing worse than this. But think about it. Cancer could be worse than
There
this.
is. Yeah.
Autoimmunity, depending on what it is, can be worse than this. Diabetes, type 1 diabetes, having
Yep.
to deal with a pump for the rest of your life and having the worries about your eyes. My husband's type 1 diabetic, so we know all the worries and concerns even when he takes care of himself. There's so much more that, believe it or not, that's worse than migraines. So,
Oh, absolutely.
that goes into part of this cost. So obviously things worked out. You
We
chatted with
did.
your husband, you guys made this decision. Okay, we're gonna do this. So you didn't have the money.
No, we
You
did not.
didn't. So, but you did the program. How did
I
you make
did.
that work?
So we have a second mortgage home equity line of credit that we looked at different credit card options, but none of them were a low enough interest rate for him to want to go for. And
Mm-hmm.
with the rise in the way that the economy was, he just said that we'll just do it out of the second mortgage. And so that's what we did, is we just paid for it straight out of that. And then paid on that until we paid it off.
Do you regret doing that?
Absolutely not.
Why is that?
Because today I am migraine free.
So you took a big leap.
I did. It was a huge leap of faith. And I don't regret a decision. I don't regret going through the program, changing the things that I changed, adding to what I needed to, and making it work. It has literally transformed my life. Literally.
So something happened to you in 2008. Migraines took something from you.
Yep.
What was that?
2018, I lost my job. I worked full time at an insurance company for as a business analyst, and I was not able to keep up with the work due to the migraines. They were every day, prominent, anywhere from a level 7 to 10. So just I wasn't able to keep up anymore, and so I lost my job, which was our primary and source of income at that time.
So then you fast forward a little ways, you're getting these migraines still, you're trying to start your own business, and
Hmm.
I'm guessing you're probably thinking, okay, if I'm going to have migraines, at least if I have my own business, I can lay down on my
Right.
couch. I can work at my leisure, right? Even though
Yes,
once you're a business owner, you're like, there's nothing leisurely about it.
there isn't.
But I'm assuming that's what your thought was. Okay, I can do
Yes,
this, right? What would have happened if you didn't find a way to spend that money to do the program? Where would your business be now?
it would be tanked. It would be completely under the table, completely gone. I'd be servicing my current customers and that's it. I wouldn't be able to go out, do anything. There would be no way.
Yeah.
And probably still trying to figure out how to get disability because when you can't I couldn't work. I was down anywhere from 3 to 7 days a week. It just varied on the week.
Yeah.
And it was just unbelievable. I just couldn't do it.
And I think there are more women in this group that are on disability than we
Mhm.
know of. It's not something that
Absolutely.
everyone jumps in and says, hey, by the way, I'm on disability, but so that's another place where migraines is taking something away from you. I mean, our careers, I don't want to say they define us, but they're a big part of us. When you think about the
They
fact
are.
that if you work full time, you're working 40 hours a week.
Hmm.
That is a big part of you. And when health takes that away from you, I mean, I know for me, it took a big toll on me emotionally. Like I felt
Yeah.
I was not a full person because I couldn't contribute to my family the way I should have. I couldn't do the things that made me, fired me up. Um,
Yes.
Nothing was firing me up when I had migraines, and that was a
Nope.
horrible feeling.
Yeah. I mean, I love the fact that I'm migraine free now because I have that flexibility to be able to do more, and be part of more things in our community and involved with my husband on the things that he enjoys that I can get behind.
Yeah, absolutely. And you have
So
big dreams for your business.
I
Big.
do.
So you need that energy, right? You need to feel it
Absolutely.
to be able to get there. We've talked about how there's some, amazing products that are nice and clean and
Yes.
safe, and we want to make sure that, women have access to something that isn't toxic, that can be very helpful, in part of
Absolutely.
their journey to absolute health. And that's why I'm here. Same reason. I want to make sure that people have access to something that is going to move them forward in their life, put a smile on
Right.
their face like yours today. I mean, your smile today is totally different than, I can't remember, was it like 6
January.
months ago? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Like January, February.
Okay. So 7, 8 months ago. So isn't that great to know,
It
ladies, that,
is.
as I said, the average is, 4 months for a drastic severity, duration, and frequency, reducing that in your migraines. But to know that here we are, if Jessica started in January and we're, just midway in, not even midway into August, what a difference.
It's a huge difference. And I'm beyond blessed that I discovered this.
Well, I can tell you that your creativity
Hmm.
shows how much this meant to you. To be able to think, okay, I don't have that money sitting in the bank account. Maybe I have money in the bank account, but I need that for food and bills. So maybe I
Exactly.
want to have that extra money sitting in the bank account. So what can I do? And I'm a true believer that if someone really wants to make something happen, they will.
They will find a way and make a way.
Yeah. We had somebody else in the program whose husband sold his truck,
Oh, wow. That's incredible.
sold his truck so that his wife could find migraine freedom. We have had people like you who've used a home equity or some that have used a credit card. Even people, and I know I'm going to get some flack for this too, but even people that believe in Dave Ramsey
Hmm.
have opened a credit card to do this, because if you go back and listen to Dave Ramsey's full philosophy and full mission of belief,
Absolutely.
he will say there's a difference between going out and spending, a lot of money on a vacation versus spending some money on your health.
Yes.
If you took the same dollar amounts, he would say, nope, you're not going on that vacation till your bills are paid off. But if this is going to keep you from having cancer, autoimmunity, stroke, heart disease, get you back to work full time, get you living life, then that is an investment in your health. That is not a debt.
Exactly. And
So,
that's
but
exactly how
it's
we
so,
looked at it.
yeah, and it's so hard though. Why is it so hard for people to understand that?
I think it's more fear. It's the fear of being skeptical as to if this will work or won't work, and
Mhm.
are they wasting the money? And you're not. It's this is I was done with the the agendas from the doctors and
Mhm.
different things like that because all they do is push pills.
Yeah.
And I'm allergic to so many different medications that it was like I wanted something natural. I wanted something holistic that would work.
Mhm.
And that's what I was searching for.
I love that. I love that. All right, well, we're going to sum it up here, but I just have to make one more comment. We had someone join us last week who
Yes.
spent over $50,000 on trying to end her migraines before she
Whew.
did this program. Totaled it all up, over $50,000. And she was skeptical too. And we were talking to her about our Plus program because I felt she needed the extra support. We have 3 different levels. And it was a tough decision for her. But at the end of the day, she's like, you know what? This is going to be the last 4,000. So we do it, we have
Yes.
faith, and then we don't have to spend any more money. So that's what I want to leave you with. If you show up like Jessica, Because Jessica, let me tell you, folks, every coaching call. And if she wasn't there for the coaching call, there was a really darn good reason why. And she was watching the replays and
Yep.
jumping in and asking questions. So if you show up and do the work and you ask the questions and you get the support you need, this will be the last money you spent. And the great thing is, this money is going to get to the root cause of the problem. It's not going to be another Band-Aid fix. It's not going to be spending $500 on the Botox because it's not covered by insurance anymore, or thinking about traveling to the Diamond Clinic to try to get some support and having to pay for that plane ticket back and forth. This is about, I am making an investment in my health. I am doing the work, and then I can go live.
Right.
Go live. So, all right, as we sum up, Jessica, I want to give you the floor. Is you have a captive audience. Is there anything else that you would like to say to these ladies who were like you were in January? Think back to how you felt in January and how you had no
Uh,
hope. You had no extra money to be spending on migraines. What would you like to say to them to give them a little hope today?
I think just believe in yourself that if you put the time and attention into your health, that you can change it with this program.
Yeah,
I think that would be the biggest thing I would tell you.
yeah, that's key. You have to believe in yourself. And
Yep.
I get it that it's so tough.
It
It is
is.
tough. Over and over and over again. That didn't work. That didn't work. That didn't work. But do me a favor, kind of like Jessica did, write down the things that you've tried. And I could almost guarantee you that most of what you tried is a Band-Aid fix
It is.
versus a root cause. Now, if you've tried root cause things, let me know. I would love to know what root cause things you've tried that didn't work. Because maybe you're not trying enough. Maybe you're not doing them in the right order. As Jessica learned, there's an order to doing things. There's a right way to do it for your body, right? Everybody's different.
Yes.
But if it's a Band-Aid fix, it doesn't count. You can't
Right.
count that money because it's a Band-Aid fix. So, all right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for being here today, Jessica. Thank you so much for your time. Really
Thanks for
appreciate it.
having me.
Because again, I know what it's like when you work for yourself, that you have this much extra time in the day. So it just shows how much you care about helping other women. So we really appreciate that.
Absolutely. I appreciate it.
All right, everybody. If you need any help or support, please do not hesitate. You can reach out to my team in the Women's Migraine Freedom Group. Just drop a post in there and they'll be right in there to help. Otherwise, feel free to send me a DM. I am always just a message away. We're here to help and support you. Everybody, have a great day. Here's to your migraine freedom, and we'll see you over in the group. Take care, everybody.
Yeah.